Hello everyone, today I'm gonna do a couple more edits for my Instagram photo, and before I get into my editing, I'm gonna show you my new website, so carlyallstarring.com. So I'm gonna put more detailed posts on the blog posts on my website, and thank you so much for subscribing. And you can scroll all the way down. I have some articles there already, and you can scroll all the way down. If you want to join the mailing list and get the blog update, you can just join it. I will have the link in the description below. So let's get started. Let me go to the Visco app. So this is my first picture that I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna use the tennis style and show you how I edit the tennis style. So for now, the background is blue in majority of the area in the background. So what I want to do is I'm gonna use the filter HB tool because it has a nice contrast with the blue. So I have this contrast, and then I'm gonna reduce probably 7.4, and I will reduce the exposure. You can see the face is pretty overexposed, so I'm gonna reduce the face exposure a little bit, increase the highlight save 4.3. And this is not a Visco X version, so this is a Visco regular app. I just have some filters I previously purchased. So I have this one, and then I'm gonna rotate a little bit. So just rotate a little bit, and then increase the contrast a little bit more, the contrast. I can still see a little bit bright, so I'm gonna reduce a bit more. Okay, so this is looks good to me. So the full length is 2:3 ratio, and I will just keep it like that for the let me save it, and then save as the actual size, and I will save the 4:5. Make sure there's some headroom in it, so I will have the headroom a little bit to the top. So this is the headroom, and you can double check when you go out a little bit. So let me save the actual size for the 4:5. So this one is similar, the next one is similar, but a little bit less bright. So you can see it's a little bit darker, and I'm gonna back up a little bit with the lighting. So I'm gonna do the 4:5 crop for Instagram, and make sure it's near the 1/3 area on the left side. So, and the next one is also similar. I'm gonna copy and paste the edit. So this one I use the tennis net to frame the portrait, and it blur out the portrait. So this one looks pretty good on the full size already, but the Instagram is 4:5 crop, and then I'm gonna crop it a little bit more. Yep. So I'm gonna save it. So these 3 picture was taken using the 23mm f1.4 Fujifilm X-T2. I am pre-ordering already. Like I pre-ordered the X-T3 already. So stay tuned for more X-T3 coming up later this month. I will have more videos on the X-T3. So this one was taken using 56mm f1.2. So Fujifilm X-T2 f1.2. I'm gonna use HB2 for this one. Also, reduce the exposure, increase the highlight save, and then adjust a little bit slightly for the level, and crop 4:5. I will leave about 1/8 area in the tennis court for the blue in the bottom, so that it has nice contrast in it. So I'm gonna save this one, Okay, so the next one is Victoria. I shot with this with Victoria in the Rose Garden in McKinley Park. I'm gonna use C1 for this because C1 has nice color saturation. I do the C1 for this one. C1 is free out of the box for the Visco, by the way. It's free, you can use it without purchasing anything. So I'm gonna use C1 for this one, make it darker, and then the highlight save. And this one, as said in my hair flip tutorial, I just asked her to do the horizontal flip, and then I do the continuous mode. So this shot was taken using the 35mm f2. So I will have all the links below for the where to buy those lens. So 35mm f2 is good. It's nice, like intermediate. I usually shoot in the daylight for this lens because the darker like the day in the day, so the harder to shoot in the 35mm f2. I would like to shoot the 35mm f1.4 for that. So I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna copy the edit. Okay, let me save that one. Copy the edit and then paste it to the next one. So this looks pretty good to me. I will use Instagram crop 4x5, just slightly adjust it a little bit, and then yep. So save actual size. Okay, next one. So this is more street style. This one I'm gonna use another different filter for the street style. I'm gonna use the C9 for this. It's too strong initially, so I'm gonna leave it at 6.4, reduce the exposure a little bit, and then highlight save. So this is C9. It still seems too yellow to me. I'm gonna reduce the temperature, so whenever it's too warm you can just reduce the temperature in the Visco. And then 4x5, I want to leave a little bit of the red from the stop sign, so it creates some color contrast with the photograph. And then let me save it. Save as the actual size. Okay, so this one with Song Yang again. I'm gonna use E5 for just showing the difference between E5 and HB2. I'm gonna reduce the exposure, increase the highlight save. I think the contrast is still can do it more. So 56mm f1.2 Fujifilm X-T2 for this one, and I step back probably around 10 feet away because in order to create a full body and with the environment, I have to step back a little bit more for this lens. So I just usually like to shoot the 56mm in the street style with backlighting. And by the way, my article of backlight also in my blog in the kaliallstarring.com. Just stay tuned, just check it out. That article, I have 10 tips in that article. So this is the similar tone with the next one. I'm gonna copy and then edit, paste the edit, and this is too strong to me, so I'm gonna reduce. Actually, this one I can use HB2, it's darker, just to show you some variation of the edit. So I'm gonna increase, and I'm gonna use 2x3 for this time, just for Instagram story. If you want Instagram story posts, just use 2x3 so it is longer. Yep. And the next one, Lauren, from my shoot with Lauren in SF. So I'm gonna reduce a little bit, but I want to keep the building in the background. Most of the area in the background because the building is nice. It creates a nice like city vibes in it. Use HB tool, but about 7.2%, like 7.2 scale, and increase the highlight save tone, increase the contrast a little bit more, and still reduce a little bit of the tone. So yep, this one is pretty good. Looks nice, like cinematic. Yeah, sorry, the wording. So it might be too dark after the second thought. I'm gonna increase the light a little bit more. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me, and I think that's it. I'm gonna stop here since it's over 10 minutes already. So these are my edits for today, and thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.